It's 4 AM and I'm going to go and test the Samyang 14mm with my Sony A7iii to get some astro shots. So I'm just going to pack my kit and we'll get going. I was hoping to be able to wedge the camera up somewhere so I can talk, but the camera just keeps falling down as soon as I move. So all I was going to say was that I have had this lens now for a couple of weeks, and ever since then I've been looking on clear skies to see whether I could go out and shoot some astro, and it's either been full moon or really bright moon or cloud the whole time I've had it, apart from this morning. So I am on my way over to a place called Brimham Rocks, which is about 20 minutes from my gaff, and I'm hoping we should be able to see some stars and get a pretty decent composition while I'm there as well. So I'll catch up with you when we get there. I forgot to say, I'm not going to go into great lengths of detail on how to shoot the stars, or how to focus on stars and things like that, or 500 rules and all that bollocks. I've got another video which I did quite a while ago, which is Beginner's Guide to Astro and trying to shoot the Milky Way, and I'll link that up there, wherever it is.
It's on the kind of terrified, and I'm so sorry.
Okay, so here I am. Composition is just out there, there's a rock, and I'm going to use my PhotoPills app as well, and that will then show me not where the Milky Way is, but where the trail of the Milky Way is. Oh shit, I just seen a shooting star. Amazing. Right, I've only got an hour's worth of light, so I'm not going to dick around talking to the camera, I'm going to get on with it. Well, you really enjoyed that again. It is sketch, man. Going out and standing there in the pitch black on your own. Like, I need to do this with someone at some point, rather than just out there on my own. Once you're actually out and in a setup and all that, then it's fine. But at the time when you're just like stepping out of the car into pitch black, it's just properly sketchy. Like, but no, it was good, and the pictures look okay. I did notice that there was a lot more cloud than I thought there would be, and that is just part of the long exposures, really. I'm not going to give a full verdict on the lens until I've actually looked at the pictures, but from what I could see, I was quite happy with that. So I'll get back, I'll have a look at the pictures, and then we'll have a talk about the lens. Fuck. Right. Okay. You can probably hear my missus doing some hoovering there. Fantastic. Right, what do I want to say then about this lens? Overall, definitely happy with the lens. There are a few things that are not ideal about it, but overall, really quite good. So what I do like is that you can have a nicely long shutter speed because of how wide the lens is. I mean, 30 seconds isn't even at the max that this lens can do according to the 500 rule. So that means that the ISO doesn't have to be ridiculously high, and so you don't introduce that much grain into the image. Now, it does seem to have a reasonable level of sharpness in the center when it's wide open, but to be honest, at the corners, it just falls apart. Chromatic aberration is also really obvious in these pictures. Not that I fully understand what that is, but I really care more about how a picture makes you feel, or the story that it's trying to convey, instead of this pixel peeping shit. But this is a review, so to be honest, I don't think that I've caught focus properly here. I've not gone to a really dark place. When you stood there, it seems like it's pitch black, but actually the amount of light pollution is really obvious in these pictures. I have said this a few times before, but I really like the colours that these lenses produce. It's almost like a distinct Samyang look, and I really like it. I really like how the colours come out. Now, in this, I have had a go at live painting. I would say it definitely improves the photos, and it also means that you don't have to stitch any photos together. So I will be doing that again in the future, definitely. Now, overall, all in all, for the money, remembering that this is a £300 full frame lens, and the Sony equivalent of this is more than 7 times the price, then also most of the shortcomings, most of the bits that I don't like about this lens in these shots, I have probably caused myself by not having the correct settings on the camera or not catching focus perfectly. So 100% can recommend this lens for astrophotography, really good, and I'll definitely be keeping it, but also I definitely need to test it a lot more. I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. So take care.